right, guys, maiden voyage to T-Bell.
Yeah, man. Let's see if it'll do it. This is a big day, dude. Been a long time coming. I'm freaking pumped.
It's time to get some Baja Blasts in the race truck.
Yep.
It looks like I'm just going to be sitting right here on the floor since there's no passenger seat.
We ain't going to do nothing crazy.
I mean, it's only fair. I've made you sit on the floor I don't know how many times in my vehicles, so...
The MR2 is way sketchier than this is to sit in the passenger floor.
Plus, we did a couple of rips in the MR2 with you sitting on the floor, so...
This is payback for sure.
I think it's only fair. I get to sit on the floor right next to the transmission here.
Yep.
But,
don't worry, if that thing goes, we're both holding parts in our laps, all right? Big day. Big day. I'm kind of nervous, bro.
I think she'll do good.
Yep, I think so.
Let's go get some T-Bell. How them brakes feel? Really good. Definitely just not one to like the turbo, so it's limiting the amount of fuel it gives it. Pretty nuts, bro. Just a race truck on a trip to Taco Bell.
She doesn't want to warm up at all, dude. She's still at 84 degrees cooler temp.
Dang.
Frickin' diesels, bro.
Frickin' diesels.
Oh. Doing the dang thing, my guy. So sick. Can we put her in the old 4-wheel drive?
Can you put it in 4-wheel drive?
No, I can. Watch that front drive shaft spin.
Yeah, the drive shaft is just
there it is.
Yep,
You do the 4-wheel drive. That dude's all looking in here.
We made it.
Good old Taco Bell, baby.
Thing definitely doesn't turn on a dime though.
Nope, especially in 4-wheel drive.
Getting into the drive-through is a little bit of a struggle. Are we just gonna go in?
Yeah.
Oh, we.
Yeah. I'll do the drive-through. I ain't scared.
I think we gotta go through the drive-through. Not gonna lie, it's a little nerve-wracking sitting right by the trans with all that stuff moving around on the way over here.
It's real sketchy. I'm even worried watching this drive shaft spin. I'm just like, that's a little scary.
So you're still gonna do a second drive shaft loop?
Yeah,
on
there'll
this
be one
right
back here. Yeah, so it'll be all good.
In case something comes apart, you don't need
Yeah.
that taking your ankles out.
Right, you never know. So just to be sure.
With all the freaking torques this thing's gonna make.
I said, what is that, turbo diesel?
Yeah, it's a Duramax deal. So,
Sounds pretty good.
thank you.
My last best one was a 72 fastback Torino.
Okay. Yeah.
Had a 390 in it with a 580 tunnel ram on it.
Yeah. Probably run pretty good, huh?
Yeah, it's a little bit fast.
Yeah.
Put 4 rods through it over the top of the gated bridge.
Perfect.
They won't be able to hear us unless we shut it off.
That's how most of them are.
For real. The
Unfortunately.
whole fleet.
I think they're a little tired of us at this point.
Probably.
Hey, sometimes we come here and the employees love us. Others, not so
fans,
much.
Bro. Not fans at all.
How can I help you?
Yeah. Could I get a double grilled steak burrito?
Any sauce like mild, have gravy on them?
No, thank you.
Okay, it's gonna be $20.51.
Appreciate it. Noisy little girl.
Taco Bell's busy today.
Yeah,
Look at all of them.
package acquired.
T-Bell acquired. We're definitely gonna need to ask for one of the drink holders.
Alright.
She's driving good.
See if we can make some boost. I know something's up with the tune. It's hitting some kind of a limiter, but I'm gonna see if it might push past it. It's not giving it enough fuel to drive the turbo. So it's only making like 6 pounds, and it doesn't want to push past it.
Brakes pretty good right here. He made it.
Made it. We should probably address what the smoke's about.
Smoking a little bit.
Smoking. It's just breathing. It's breathing horsepower. So for anybody wondering. Damn, thermostat's still ain't open.
Dude, turn it off, turn it off. Turn it off. The crank pulley's about to fall off.
Oh, shoot. So, real quick to clear the air on why it breathes out of the vents so much is this thing's got forged pistons in it.
She doesn't go to the gym enough.
She doesn't go to the gym enough, dude. Long story short, you got to build this motor really loose for these pistons and with the amount of nitrous we're spraying. So right now they're smoking more than they will once the truck's broken in. But since it won't make any more boost than 6 pounds, it's really hard to get the rings to seat because you really got to put a lot of heat in them and put some load on them to get those rings to seal up. So that's something we're going to have to work on. Right now it's just hitting a fuel limiter out on the street. So that's why it's the way the Bosch works is it has to seat airflow to give it more fuel. But without enough fuel, it doesn't drive the turbo enough to make that airflow. So right now it's just fighting itself with trying to give it enough fuel to get it lit versus not overfueling it and making it super smoky. So have to just go in and change that table a little bit, give it some more fuel because right now it's super clean when you're trying to get after it. And hopefully that more fuel will help drive the turbo, get it to light, and we can go 30, 40, 50, 80 pounds of boost. So yeah.
Hey, she's driving though.
She drives, made it Taco Bell and back, got our Baja Blast.
No leaks
No
or nothing.
Balancer didn't fall off. I
No,
think we're in good
balancer's
shape,
still on
dude.
there, dude, even though it's super loose.
Yeah, man. Freaking pretty sick. I'm pumped, dude. It's been a long time coming. 3 years.
Finally moving under its own power.
Yep.
Getting Taco Bell in your truck again.
Feels
Just
pretty-
looks a little different
Yeah,
now.
it looks a little different for sure. Feels good though. Feels solid. Just some rattles to tie up, but that's what happens when you got your fenders zip tied on.
It's crazy that the titanium isn't coloring up too bad yet. Still looks fresh.
Yeah, she ain't really making enough heat to do that yet. She, the EGT is the most I've seen so far is like 700 degrees just because it doesn't have the fuel. So, yeah, not very hot over there yet. That thing will color up nice once we're going though. Big old flame coming out of it.
She's making some big boost.
Yep, it's gonna be sick.
So we just ate our Taco Bell and we're fixing to take it out again because Wyatt made some changes to the tune, added some more fuel.
Yep.
We're gonna see if that helps clear it up a little bit, lets it make some more boost.
Yeah. So like I
Wake her
said,
up.
yeah, it's just trying to fight itself. So just up the limiter for that particular table. See if she'll make some boost, because if it can come up to like 15 pounds of boost, it'll easily push past that limit, and then
Because it was making like
go
6 pounds
Yeah.
out there, and that's all it would make.
Yep, and it was just limiting the amount of fuel it gave because of the low boost number. So if we can get it to come in, then it'll allow even more fuel, and then that's when you make some power. So
Well, if it takes off,
I'm gonna let out.
Be careful.
I'm only trying to get just a little sideways.
yeah, so I'm probably gonna put the phone down and just hold on. But we'll see how this goes. Those things are shot.
Dude, it's so freaking cool.
Better four-wheel drive.
Yeah.
All right. She's making some power now.
She's coming up.
All right, we're back in four-wheel drive.
Alright.
The extra fuel did the trick.
Yeah. Now it'll come up and it'll go past that limiter.
All right, be careful though.
Ready?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That is so sketchy, that drive shaft right there, bro. Yep, that extra bit of fuel. That was 40 pounds of boost. That is so wild.
Got a little water out of there.
Yeah.
Need to overflow.
It came right out of the overflow, so. It just built a little excess fluid pressure, so I'll just have to look at that. I'm probably going to go with the thermostat also, because the thermostats still have not opened once. They just won't get up to temp, so I'm going to probably go with a cooler thermostat, see if that'll help it out.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of power that was, but that was 40 psi of boost, so
It was starting to get it.
it was starting to get after it. I got to do some transmission tuning, because once this thing hits lockup and actually rolls the power in, it's gonna be pretty nuts, bro.
So now that we can confirm the race truck is starting to make some power here, it's probably a good idea to get these drive shaft loops all finished up. And that is what Wyatt has been working on. Got her up on the lift here and getting these loops done just in case anything comes apart in the future.
Yep, I got confidence in these drive shafts, but you know, NHRA requires hoops, and just for peace of mind, I don't want that thing taking my legs out. So got these nice 1/4 inch by 2 inch hoops on here. I don't think these things are going anywhere. I can do a pull up on them. So, you know, I think they're pretty solid.
That's how you know they're good. You can do a pull up
yeah,
on them.
if my fat ass can hang on them, I think they're good. Also went ahead and redid this transmission cross member. Just the other one's kind of bulky and heavy, so we'll see how that holds up. And yeah, it's starting to come together pretty good. I got the rear hoops done too. This one turned out really nice. Good to go there. And then I got this one back here as well. This one's not exactly great, but it'll keep the drive shaft from going everywhere if it does end up breaking that rear joint. So it's really starting to come together, man. Just trying to get all the finishing touches on it so we can get it ready to go to the dyno and then go track test it. And that's just all the kind of safety stuff I want to have done before we go and do that. So
Yeah, it's getting so close now.
yeah, the list is getting smaller and smaller. I've still got like 3 bigger things on the list and then a couple small things, but it's pretty dang close. Successful drive yesterday too. I mean, it ran really good. It made 40 pounds of boost, and it doesn't look crazy in the video because it was only making 9 degrees of timing, or using 9 degrees of timing, which is freaking nothing for a diesel. We're gonna be putting like 30 degrees of timing in this thing at like 55, 60 pounds of boost.
Yeah, so there's a lot more power to be had at that same boost level.
Tons of power to be had with just timing and then also adding more fuel. So yesterday, it's still on like a very, very preliminary base map. So it was just cool that it actually came into boost and was able to do something, but there's a lot more to be had out of this thing once we get it all dialed in.
Got yourself some more goodies.
Yep.
The final nitrous components.
Yeah, our boys over at Nitrous Express, you know, they're a big help on the truck. We're running all their products on it. Finally got our nitrous lines because, as you guys know, the truck doesn't want to come up on the trans brake. So,
well, maybe now it would.
Maybe now it would be better.
Maybe it will be a little better now that the fueling's right.
Yeah.
But it's still probably going to
But regardless, we're going to be spraying a ton of nitrous through this thing. It's got 2 10-pound bottles in the back, and it's got 3 kits of nitrous going right into the engine. So we reached out to them to get us some lines. They make really nice crimped lines, the whole deal ready to go. So they hooked us up here. So you can see we got our 6AN feed. This is going to go from the bottle in the back all the way up to the rail. Some merch in here from them, some nice shirts, hats, you know, all the goodies. Throw one of these bad boys on. Oh dude, they're the fitted ones too.
Those are nice.
Nice. Some more shirts and stuff. And we got our 3AM lines. So these are gonna go from the solenoids up to the intake. So really nice crimped lines, the whole deal. And then in here, I believe there's some bottle heaters. Yes, sir. So the truck is wired for these already. So all we got to do is wrap these around the bottles. And it's all set up through the PDM with a bunch of logic. So it'll come on automatically, heat the bottles to where we need them, and then shut off. So yeah, no blowtorch in the back of the truck bed. Just turn these things on, we'll be good to go. So,
those bottles at the right temperature.
Yep, nitrous is very picky about temperature, so we gotta make sure that they're ready to go there.
And diesels are very thirsty for nitrous.
Yeah, tons of nitrous. You know, in the long run, this thing's probably gonna get about 500 horsepower with the nitrous. So it'll probably make around 1,000 on fuel, and then about 1,500 on the nitrous. So that's the reason for 2 bottles, 2 -6 feed lines, and you can see all the nitrous solenoids right up under here. So this rail gets double fed from both the bottles, and then these 3 kits right here get the lines that go up into the intake, and then we got a purge valve right here. So yeah, ready to spray the freaking house down with this unit, guys. It's gonna be sick.
That's way better.
That was better. Still only made 7 pounds though. Gonna need to hook up that nitrous.
It's definitely a lot better than it
A lot
was
better
though.
than it was though. So we'll keep playing with it.
Try and do a little test hit going that way.
I mean, I don't know about 4-wheel drive, but I'll do it in 2-wheel.
Yeah, 2-wheel.
Yeah, I'm down.